Rice. He's got an opening. Rice, he could go all the way. He's got one man to beat.
Chase Becker spins, hangs, complete.
Broughton breaks through. It's a race to the end zone. Touchdown, Sioux. The Sioux strike first.
Used to be
On the road, Honkers back on top as Region 8 champions.
That's Ben Heenick with a load of steam, and he bowls over.
One as Blake Bergstrom looks to go. Blake Bergstrom floating in midair for two.
Backdoor cut. Cheryl Hayes off the glass for two. There is Nesham. Wow, look at that shot by Addison Nesham. She's putting on a show. You think her heart is pounding? No way. The Buffalo Bombers are headed to the state.
Corner, 3 seconds, Simiano. No. Put back, no. The Kenmare Cowboys survive.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP.
GameDay Media, LLP does not own the rights to the background music of this live stream. All rights belong to the music owners. No copyright infringement intended.
Today's GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, both the own boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hoagland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset, Tioga Ace Hardware, DA Land LLC, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, the Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, DeBach Harvesting, Skin by Legacy, The Food Barn, Western Education Regional Co-op, North Shore Plaza PTO, Divide County Quarterback Club, Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, Red Rock Chevrolet and GMC of Williston, Investment Center Advisor Group, LPL Financial, Jorgensen Lumber, Fisher Family Chiropractic, Stanley Commercial Club, EAPC Architects, Engineers, Game 1, Modern Dental, Tioga EDC and Chamber of Commerce, Jan A. Kosted, PC, Northwest Sportsmen's Association, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.
This ain't Welcome to Powers Lake on a cold Thursday night. We're here at the barn for a District 5 matchup between the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers and the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. The Honkers coming into this one 2-7 and the Ranchers 7-2. My name's Noah Fredrickson alongside David Peterson and Aaron Griffin on the cameras tonight. We thank you for joining us here on Game Day Media as we welcome you into the Border Plains Equipment Pregame show as I bring in my co-host David. Should be a fun one. Honkers Ranchers, a rivalry that goes way back since the Honkers came into the same district, and it's always kind of a chippy battle, a fun battle, and I expect nothing different here tonight.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Two teams that are hungry for a win. The Ranchers are on a little bit of a streak, and the winning streak, and the Honkers trying to get on to that winning streak. They had a tough one the other night against the Ray Jays along with everybody else in the district. And what I saw from Kenmare Bowbells that night was kids that were ready to work hard. They came ready to go. They got punched in the mouth, but they didn't go away. They played hard. Saw a nice surprise. Eli Anderson had another fantastic game, and I'm curious to see what he can do against, probably going to be guarded against Jagger Bredding. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what these Ranchers can do. They're getting dangerous. It's about they can start to sense that it's about tournament time, and I think it's going to be a good matchup back and forth tonight.
Yeah, that offense from the Ranchers currently averaging 66 points per game, but last 4 or 5 they've been above 70. That offense starting to turn a corner. And as you brought it up, yeah, the Ranchers a 3-game winning streak and the Honkers a 3-game losing streak. So both of them want another win here tonight, bad. As we continue on with our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, I'll head to the floor courtside to get our Lindsay Groceries coaches' comments. We'll be right back.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our Acute Stroke Ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505. or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by Napa.
Why does it keep going to?
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
Hungry? Head to the Food Barn in Powers Lake. Open Monday through Saturday with daily lunch specials, a full breakfast menu, and don't miss Taco Tuesday on the last Tuesday of every month. Try Michael's Alfredo Pasta. It's a local favorite. Come on down to the Food Barn, where good food meets great company.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Welcome to the 23rd Annual Hoiby Simmental Ranch Production Sale on Saturday, February 21st at 1 o'clock p.m. at our ranch 5 miles southeast of McGregor, North Dakota. Contact Lyndon Hoiby at 701-641-1083.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by located in Tioga, North Dakota, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated is a proud supporter of the Tioga Pirates, supporting the Bakken with hot oil and water hauling services. For your service needs, call our dispatch office at 701-664-2016 today.
Modern Dental, with offices in Tioga, is here for all your dental care needs. Doctors Amber Wentz, Eric Melland, and Christian Melland provide trusted care for the whole family. We're open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4, and accepting new patients now. Modern Dental, your smile, our priority.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Welcome back into the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk located right in Tioga, North Dakota. Now up Our Lindsay Grocery Coaches Comments brought to you by Lindsay Grocery in Crosby, North Dakota, where community meets quality every day. You can find them on Facebook for daily and weekly deals, your favorite grocery store. Right now, Noah Fredrickson's caught up with the head coach of the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, the first-year head coach, Tommy Ankenbauer. Take it away, Noah.
Yeah, welcome into Game Day Media courtside here with first-year head coach Tommy Ankenbauer. Coach, I want to take you to the off-season. When this job was open, what was kind of the thought process that I want to do this, and what was the vision for the future of the Honkers?
Well, I've wanted to coach for a long time. The job came open, and all summer I was just thinking, okay, do I want to do it? Do I want to take the first step as a 21-year-old and go and be the head coach? And I finally just pulled the trigger on it. They accepted my offer or my job application, gave me an offer for the job, and so I was like, here we are.
Did anybody influence you this summer?
Yeah, I had a couple conversations with some neat guys about it.
All right, I like that. But now talking about this game against the Ranchers, Eli Anderson has really come on lately. 14 threes in his last 2 games. Defenses are going to adjust. How can your offense continue to get him open looks?
Just keep running it the way we've been running it. He just moves around enough and finds enough open spots in our offense, and just the way he plays that I don't think it'll be an issue for him locking him down yet. So.
And now 3-game losing streak. Now you're in a tough environment here in Powers Lake. What's the final message to your team coming out of the huddle to get a win here tonight?
Do our things right. Take care of the ball, pressure defense, and it'll work out.
All right, sounds good. Good luck tonight, Coach. Back to you, David.
You got to tip your hat to the young man, 21 years old, taking the reins to a very good Kenmare Bowbells program. And my friend, you got to start somewhere. When we come back, we're going to flip it to the other side of the court, visit with head coach Jordan Carlson, the opposite of Tommy Ankenbauer, been at the helm for the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers for close to 17 years. We'll be back after this timeout.
How it's always been done isn't good enough. When it comes to your farm, your family, and your future, you deserve better. At Howland Insurance Services, we specialize in how insurance should be done. We creatively customize farm and ranch insurance to meet your marketing goals and minimize risk, providing the protection that you need. We help lessen your dependence on the bank and set you up for long-term success. Contact us today to build a brighter, more secure tomorrow.
Welcome back into our Lindsay Grocery Coaches Comments. Right now, Noah Fredrickson standing by with head coach of the Ranchers, Jordan Carlson. Take it away, Noah.
Thank you, David. Yeah, this time with the veteran head coach, Jordan Carlson. Coach, 3-game winning streak since that loss to the Ray Jays earlier in the month. What's the biggest improvement you've seen lately?
Defensively, I guess as a whole has gotten a lot better, but even slow starts, first 4 games of the season, we had real slow starts, just, sluggish, not taking care of the ball, not doing little things. And the last 4 games, we've done a lot better defensively.
And now looking at this district game, the Honkers average 49 points per game on offense. They allow 70. What kind of pace do the Ranchers want to play with tonight?
Yeah, if we can get out and go, that's what we like to do. Just fundamentally got to get one stop and out, and we're going to look to get up the floor as quick as we can.
One last one for you. I want to talk about Nate Evenson, the big man. Played a limited role last year, and now he steps up as a senior into that leading role. You rely upon him a lot, kind of averages a double-double. What can you talk about his development so far this year?
Yeah, Nate's been huge, just defensively, he controls the paint. Like you said, he rebounds well. Offensively is where he's gotten a lot better. He's more fundamentally sound and he scores well.
All right, sounds good. Good luck tonight, Jordan. Back to you, David.
Thank you, Noah. Thank you to head coach Jordan Carlson along with Tommy Ankenbauer, the head coach of the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. When we come back, we're going to give you our Red Rock Auto Player Spotlight. Take a look at the polls as we close in on our Northwest Therapy Services tip-off here from the barn in Powers Lake. We'll be back after this timeout.
For the healthcare services you need, an expertise you can trust, it's right here at home with Tioga Medical Center. You're important to us, and so is your well-being. From primary and specialty care to surgical services, we're committed to caring for you at every stage of life. There's no place like home with trusted, familiar faces.
You can trust me. You can trust us. You can trust Tioga Medical Center.
Trusted healthcare here at home.
Lindsay Grocery is proud to be your locally owned and operated hometown store in Crosby, North Dakota. From fresh baked goods and crisp produce to our in-house smoked meats, we've got everything you need close to home. Stop in and experience the convenience and the friendly faces of shopping local again. We are open 7 days a week, and we look forward to serving you. That's Lindsay Grocery. Find us on Facebook for specials and updates.
When it comes to finding the ideal Chevy or GMC vehicle in North Dakota, Red Rock Chevrolet GMC is your destination. Going on now, the Chevy Red Tag Sale event offers 0% financing on Equinox, Trailblazer, and Silverado. Chevy 1500 Silverado rebates up to $7,000 or 0% financing for 36 months. GMC Sierra 1500 rebates up to $7,000 and just announced a $3,500 trade-in rebate. Find these and many more deals this month at Red Rock Chevrolet GMC. With service, parts, and sales help all under one roof, you'll never have to look elsewhere for your automotive needs again. Visit us in Williston or online at redrockchevygmc.com.
Welcome back into the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. It's time for our Red Rock Auto Player Spotlight. And for the Ranchers, it is the big man that we just talked about with head coach Carlson, Nate Evenson, averaging 14 points, just about 10 rebounds, and 2 assists as the 6'5" senior leader for this Ranchers team. And he's really come on this year, David.
You know, you hit the nail on the head. You know, had a limited role last year and has really transformed into that leader that Powers Lake Burke Central has had for years. There's always been the guy. You know, it's always been, you know, him and Jagger and Grayson, 3 of the best seniors that you could ask for. But he's really embraced one of the leadership roles for head coach Carlson. And on top of it, the play is making him get headlines across the state of North Dakota. He is a fantastic player, inside-out player. He really controls the paint. Super smart, works really hard. It's really fun to watch him play.
Yeah, and like most games he's played in this year, he has a size advantage. He'll have that against the Honkers, and it's up to him to take advantage of it for the Ranchers.
That's true. He's a phenomenal basketball player, and I don't know if he's a better baseball player than he is a basketball player, but he's a very good two-way athlete. It was fun to watch the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. I think he played for them in the baseball season. So he knows a lot of these kids. He played baseball with them a lot last year. He also does a fantastic job with the youth program up in Kenmare as one of the head coaches for their Little League kids. But just an all-around great person and a great athlete, great mentor for a lot of the young boys in Kenmare Bowbells.
He's a big one to watch here tonight as he is our Red Rock Auto Player Spotlight. On the other side of this break, it's time for our Honker Red Rock Auto Spotlight. We'll be right back.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
On the other side of the break, it's Eli Anderson, our Red Rock Auto Player Spotlight. Thank you to redrockchevygmc.com. That's where you can see them. But we talked about it with head coach Ankenbauer. Eli Anderson has really come on lately. Before the last 2 games, he was averaging 1 point per game, not getting a lot of time, and then he goes off for 9 threes against Trenton and 5 against the Ray Jays, 14 in the last 2. He's got the hot hand, and they're going to need him to take down the Ranchers tonight.
Those 9 threes etched him into Kenmare Honker glory of being the record holder for the most three-pointers in a game. And we saw it against Ray the other night. He kind of had a slow start, but in the middle quarters, if I look back at my book, it was 3, 3, 3. He had 4 big ones, and he has no problem shooting them from deep. Very fun player, very explosive player, can change the game dynamic in the matter of a shot release.
And I was talking to head coach Ankenbauer about him Tuesday night when we were in Kenmare for the girls matchup, and he said he was 5 of 12 from 3 against the Jays, and he was just mad on the bench that he was 5 of 12, and Tommy had to be like, that's what we're aiming for, 40% from the three-point line. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, he is a very good player. What I would like to see him get into his game a little bit more. Yes, everybody knows, cat's out of the bag. You can shoot it from the outside. Now get into your game a little bit. Be able to be a threat from the outside, but be able to drive and dish off to some of the big guys that can, you know, you're going to get all the eyes as the outside shooter, which is creating more opportunities for the other guys. Get that assist number up a little bit. Get those, you know, drive kick numbers up quite a bit. I think he's going to have a phenomenal, it's already the second half of the season already.
Yeah, it's crazy. Time is flying. And the big thing, I want to see how the Ranchers guard him, because you kind of take the Tigers and the Jays by surprise. but now his name is getting spread around the state like, oh man, this guy can shoot the ball. So it'll be interesting to see how the Ranchers defend him here tonight.
Yeah, we just watched him hit about 3 or 4 of them in the roll while we were zoomed in on him, but definitely a very good basketball player for Kenmare Bowbells. You know, the name last year I don't recognize it from last year, but he must have put in a lot of work at some point in time to get the eyes and attention from his head coach, and deservingly so.
Yeah, now it's starting to pay off. As we continue with our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, we'll take a look at our Prairie Home Furnishings state polls. At number 1 for Division B boys is Central McLean with 17 first place votes. Our Redeemers at 2. Hankinson at 3, tied with the Jays at 3, and then New Rockford Cheyenne at 5. So Ray J's kind of staying in that 4 spot, but now it's a tie, so they're starting to trend upwards. And you know, they had a game against the Trinity Christian Crusaders the other day, and Crusaders gave them a run for their money.
Yeah, they definitely gave them a run for money. I've said since the beginning of the season, I think that the Crusaders are going to have a very good season this year, and that they did. They've come ready to play, and I think, my personal opinion, I think that Ray maybe underestimated the competition from Trinity Christian. We've seen them a couple different times, and they came out, kind of punched them right in the mouth directly, is what head coach Bergstrom told me. And after that, it was just back and forth. He said that the Jays didn't play very well that night, but he also said that Trinity Christian played very, very well. So it's really nice to see, you know, some competition back and forth. We're going to see these Ray Jays tomorrow against the Divide County team, and that's going to be a good matchup between the two, I think.
And as we look at the receiving votes section, Wilton Wing at 10-1, Bishop Ryan at 8-2, Medina Pingree Buchanan at 9-0. They haven't lost a game yet. Midway Minto 8-2, and Oaks 10-2. So there's a lot of teams in this B division that are aiming for that top spot. It's going to be a fun finish to the year.
It should be a phenomenal region tournament. And breaking news here on Game Day Media, we are the exclusive owners of the Challenge Day, I call it, is the state qualifying day at the Minot Auditorium. You'll be able to watch that on Game Day Media here, and we are so excited to get that bid. We put a bid in. We went big for it. We got it. We rewarded it by the state, and you are going to have, in my opinion, that is the absolute best basketball of the entire year in one day at the auditorium.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to bring you that once March Madness time comes, but we'll take another short break. 2 minutes until this one tips off here from the barn.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
Welcome back into the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. A minute and a half until the festivities, the starting lineups, and the anthem are played. As we look at the Ranchers in the huddle, we'll take a look at our country store starting lineups. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. For the Honkers, it'll be Eli Anderson, Trevor Krecklau, Peyton Nelson, Devin Gesvali, and Jacob Zorn, head coached by Tommy Ankenbauer. And for the home team, the Ranchers, Nate Evenson, Jager Bredding, Grayson Reested, Cade Nordloff, and Cody Reested, coached by Jordan Carlson.
I think these Honkers are going to come ready to go tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the barn for tonight's District 5 matchup between the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers and your Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. Would you all please rise, remove all headgear, pay proper respect to the flag as we play our national anthem. And now, starting lineups. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. Starting out one guard, a 5'10 junior, number 3, Eli Anderson. And another guard, a 5'10 senior, wearing number 4, Trevor Kreklau. At forward, a 5'11 senior, number 5, Peyton Nelson. Another forward, a 6' senior wearing number 23, Devin Gesvali. And at center for the Honkers, a 6'4 junior with number 25, Jacob Zorn. The Honkers are coached by Tommy Ankenbauer and assisted by Luke Fraunfelter. And now for your home team, the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. Starting at one guard, a 6'2 senior wearing number 23, Jagger Bredding. Another guard, a 6'2 senior, he wears number 30, Grayson Reeston. And another guard, a 6' sophomore, wears number 33, Kate Nordlaw. That one forward, a 6' sophomore, wearing number 40, Cody Reeston. And the big man in the middle, a 6'5 senior, he wears number 2, Nate Evenson. The Ranchers are coached by Jordan Carlson and assisted by Tim Nordloff and John Engett. Tonight's officials registered with the High School Activity Association are Shannon Holter, Sean Aggie, and Monty Lund. Well, let's play some basketball.
As our PA announcer Seth Wistoff just announced, Monty Lund, Sean Agee, and Shannon Holter will be the referees tonight, as Nate Evenson and Jacob Zorn will jump this one, and we'll get started as Lund throws it up, and here we go. Honkers win the tip, and Kreklau will bring it up. Gets it over to the hot hand, Anderson. Cutting Nelson, picks up his dribble, back to Zorn in the post. Kick out Nelson, 3 is up. Short, rebound to Evenson.
Yeah, it's a good possession already for these Honkers, and you could see right off the bat, Bredding is right in the face of Eli Anderson. He doesn't want to let that shot go off.
Now Reested looks to get him on the board right away, and he does. Grayson Reested from downtown.
That's a good way to start the game. You trade a miss 3 for a make 3 from one of your big guys who probably isn't known for the outside but can knock him down if he needs to.
Now Zorn back to Kreklau, top of the key. Nelson guarded by Grayson Reested. Gesvali takes the screen, swings it to Anderson. No room for a jumper there. Zorn down to Nelson, give and go, and that one's swatted by Nate Evenson.
Take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay, immediately making an impact right here in the game as just help side defense travels down and swats it into the stage.
Honkers get it into Gesvali. Down to Zorn in the post. Kick out to Nelson, short jumper, it's good.
It's a good kick out. He's ready to catch. Gesvali score. I think he averages about 4 or 5 points per game for the Honkers, so it's a good start for him.
Now Bredding pressured by Anderson. Over to Reested, top of the key to get into the offense. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Reested over to Nordloff, fake, step back, picks it up. Out to Cody Reested. 13 on the shot clock. Grayson Reested, same spot. Almost the same result. In and out, Evenson, the offensive board. He can't get it to go. And a jump ball is the call.
Yeah, that is a point-blank shot for Evenson. He probably cashes in close to 90% of those, and that Powers Lake does that. When I was coaching in Tioga, said good teams like Powers Lake, they make 95% of these 2 feet and in shots.
Now a handoff to Bredding, who kicks it over to Evenson on the right wing. Grayson Reested, quick fire, no good. I don't think it hit the rim.
Yeah, good catch by Monty over there on the side. It definitely didn't hit the rim.
Looked like it might have got tipped on the release. Good defensive possession from the Honkers. Kreklau at point guard, uses a screen from Anderson. Back over to Eli. Perimeter extended, swings it to Nelson. Now Zorn's got the lane to work with. Kicks it over to Kreklau in the short corner. Fake, drive, loses it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Honkers.
Yeah, good possession thus far. Take 10 seconds or 20 seconds off the shot clock. They want to get the shot they want. They're not in a hurry to put the ball up.
Post entry to Zorn is knocked away. Honkers keep it. Over to Anderson at the white line. He thought about it. I think he's got the green light after his last 2 games. Now it's going to be a jump ball.
Take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay. You can see the respect from Jagger Bredding is that hand is up, not even allowing Eli Anderson to get into his shooting motion. And then Eli, like I said in the pregame, has the ability to drive downhill. Good attempt right at the point blank for the Honkers.
Yeah, I guess Volley just couldn't quite get it to roll in. Nice shot attempt. Now here come the Ranchers down to Evenson. Little hook shot from the short corner, no good. Gets his own rebound. Kick out to Reested. Thought about the jumper, now drives, puts it up, and draws the foul. He'll go to the Service Valley Dental Group free throw line.
Smart decision from Reested. He's played a lot of basketball for the Honkers. He's able to see the defense just kind of spread. Little shot fake, heads downhill.
See if he can convert from the line. No good on the first. Averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists is Grayson Reested, the 6'2 senior for this Ranchers team.
He's just another good option down low for the Ranchers. They've always had good point guards, shooting, good 5 players all around. But it's always been a good duo somewhere. Either shooting guard, point guard duo, or a post duo. They've always had good tandems at almost every position.
Yeah, Reested is just that hybrid type player. He'll bring the ball up the floor. He'll get it in the post. He can attack from everywhere. As Cody Reested gets the rebound, slows it up over to Grubb. Tacks down the lane, Euro step floater, rolls it in.
That looks like a running back we've seen before, just springing off of his feet in immediate offense from Oakley Grubb.
Honkers down 6-2 early on the NCC scoreboard. They bring in Zach Zorn off the bench. Had a nice JV game earlier. That one's tipped out. We'll stay with the Honkers.
That was a really good JV game.
That
was
was.
5 points early. It was back and forth most of the game. Powers Lake kind of pulled away in that last fourth quarter, but yeah, it was definitely really good game.
It was enjoyable. Zorn gets it to go. The deep 2 for Jacob Zorn.
They're going to need Jacob to kick in quite a bit here in the absence of their primetime player, Mr. Mikolenko, where they had an update. They were thinking that he was going to maybe be able to play today as Reested buries another outside shot. But Mikolenko, he's sitting on the sideline still nursing that ankle injury. I think Ankenbauer said it was like a level grade 3 low ankle sprain. And again, you want to rush back, or you don't want to rush back. You want to get some playing time. But in some games, you'd rather have him ready to go at that tournament time.
Yep, playing it safe. As Nordloff brings it up for the Ranchers, looking to go coast to coast. Can't get the layup, but Nate Evenson follows it for 2.
Where did he even come from, Nate Evenson? Just kind of flew in like Superman from out of nowhere. And when you're 6'5", you don't have to really elevate a whole lot. But he can. He finishes at the rim.
Nate saves the day. Zorn missed pass, but Anderson's there to pick it up for the Honkers. Now he's going to attack, put it up, and put it in. Makes it look easy.
What a good take from Eli. I love that. It's kind of a surprise to me that when I said that, it's actually happening. You got to be able to attack the basket, and he's doing just that.
Nordloff into Evenson in the high post. Hand off to Reested, who attacks, and that one's stripped away by Krecklau, and he'll bring it up for the Honkers. Anderson, 3 is up. Too hard off the backboard. Jacob Zorn, the offensive rebound. Nice rebound from the young man.
Yeah, you really showed the strength right there, ripping it away from Evenson. Not a whole lot of people are going to be able to take the ball from his possession.
Foul's going to go on Oakley Grubb, his first personal. Guess Volley, top of the key. Picks it up, over to Anderson, back at the white line. Now Krecklau on the right wing. Down to Zorn. Double team came, he kicks it out. Guess Volley, top of the key again. Spin move into the lane, kick to Nelson, short jumper, too hard. Evenson the rebound.
I like the shot attempt. You get into that lane, makes Powers Lake Burke Central suck in a little bit, and then you kick for a nice open shot. You'll knock the next one down.
Now this one's taken away by Krecklau, looking to use the easy layup, and he does for 2.
I can say I'm kind of surprised by Oakley's grub, or his ability to maybe not sprint down and try get in front of that one on that play.
Nice two-man game from Grayson Reested to Evenson. What I like from the Honkers is they've had 4 players score 2 points. That's what you need, that diverse scoring against the Ranchers defense. Nelson gets it poked away, but Zorn's there to save it. Over to Anderson, guarded by Breddy. That's going to be a carry.
Oh, yeah. Maybe looking up at Mom and Pops, and Pop's kind of giving him a, oh, yeah, that was a carry. I saw it. Had to have been a carry if I saw it.
Grubb pressured by Krecklau, swings it over to Nordloff. Dribble handoff to Cody Reested. 2:05 left. Now Nordloff wants a 3. He gets it. Cade Nordloff.
Get a lot of contribution from the outside shooters here early tonight. Reested with 2, and now Nordloff chipping in, getting a big 3-point basket.
Now 16-8 on the NCC scoreboard. Anderson tried to answer, no good. Evenson the rebound.
Good shot. I mean, every time he goes up, it's got a real high percentage of going in from wherever he's at.
Nordloff on the right wing, floats it down to Cody Reested in the post, who puts it up, can't get it, and rebound to Zorn.
It's a good box out. You got Nate Evenson towering over the top of you, but Zorn able to put his body and keep Evenson off the glass.
Guess volley on the right wing, guarded by Reested. Gets it to Anderson, swings it cross court to Krecklau, who wants the deep 3. Puts it in, Trevor Krecklau.
Yeah, these Honkers come ready to go. Trevor Krecklau having a very good start to this opening quarter.
5 points for Krecklau now on 2 field goals, an easy layup, and a deep 3.
He's another name I remember from the baseball season. He was a fantastic catcher for the Honkers. Gets me excited because in our morning meetings for my Chevron job, one of the leaders that I visited with, he said it's only 90 days or 60 days till spring, which means baseball's right around the corner.
Yep. Nordloff going to drive it. Now back to Cody Reested behind the back from the big man. Spin move, fade away, but it's going to be a foul called, and he'll go to the line for 2.
We take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay here. The big man, the tight end for head coach Seth Wistoff, showing off some handles, fading away, getting the contact.
2 shots for Reested, just under a minute left in this opening quarter. Gets the first.
These Powers Lake Brook Central Rancher fans, man, they know basketball. It is so quiet in here. It's almost awkwardly quiet when we're trying to commentate a game. I feel like everybody can hear.
Yeah, come on, let's get the energy up in here. Energy up in the barn. Ranchers extend their lead to 7 on the NCC scoreboard. Zach Zorn thought about the 3, swings it over to Nelson, give and go. Zorn is fouled, and now he'll go to the line.
Take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay as he just drives downhill and is able to get some big contact. Going to go back to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line.
Good on first for Zach Zorn. And the second. 18-13 on the NCC scoreboard. See if the Ranchers milk this clock a little bit. 5 seconds separating shot and game clock. Grubb uses the screen. Now he's going to attack. Tried to pass it. He does get it to Reested. Give and go to Evenson, and he finishes strong.
Oakley's kind of slow to get up. I wonder if he maybe took a dead leg to the thigh or something with his limping back.
Zorn, right wing, over to Nelson. Started with Krecklau on the left side of the court. Back to Anderson. 7 seconds in this first quarter. Nelson, three-pointer is blocked.
We've
by
seen this
Cody
before.
Reested. Evenson looking to do it again, this time from half court.
Oh!
Hey, almost got it again. In and out, and that's how a fun first quarter ends. Ranchers up 20-13 as we look at one last at that heave. Just about got it. That's how it comes to an end. Ranchers up 20-13 after 1.
Tioga makes taking care of your family easy with the convenience of finding your dentist, insurance agent, and bank all on the same street, and the luxury of having them all know you by name. And just minutes away, you'll find excellent schools and comprehensive healthcare. Everything you need to look, feel, and live your best is right here in Tioga.
Welcome back into the barn for second quarter action, brought to you by Northwest Therapy Services. Locations in Williston and Ray, North Dakota, providing speech and language therapy and much more. Check nwtherapyservices.com. As Bredding inbounds to Nordloff to bring it up for the Ranchers on this opening possession of the second quarter. Picks his dribble up in the corner, kicks over to Grayson Reested, down to Evenson in the post. Evenson strikes again, 8 points for Evenson.
He's really starting to heat up. His worst shot attempt was from almost three-quarters court that almost went in.
It's usually the sign of a good night if those type of looks
if that's your worst shot.
Honkers try to get it down low. Tapped out by Evenson. Krecklau will inbound, guarded by Nordloff. Gets it to Handlin in the corner, out to guess volley, swings it over to Anderson, who's going to drive it on Bredding, stop and pop. Short, rebound to Evenson.
I think he held scoreless thus far, Eli? 5 points. Just 2 points, and big part of it because he matches up really well is Jagger Bredding, matches up so well with Eli Anderson. And Jagger, he can do so much on the court. He's so long and lengthy. He's able to get his hands up. He can play defense really tough. You're not going to be able to get around him very easy, and Eli's got his hands full tonight.
Now Evenson will have 2 from the charity stripe. Nothing but net on the first. 9 points, could make it 10 with a make here. And he does. 24-13, Ranchers lead. 7:10 left in the second quarter. Krecklau uses the screen, picks his dribble up, swings it over to Anderson. Hanlon screens for him. Now Anderson looks for the step back three. Too hard, gets volley the rebound. Can't get the putback to go, just short. Reested fires it to Grayson Reested, down to Evenson, and he botches the layup, but Grayson Reested's there to clean it up, and one for Grayson Reested.
Take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay. Nate Evenson thundering down the line. I think if he would have finished with one hand, kind of made himself miss that shot going up there with two hands strong, but Reested in the right spot at the right time.
Peyton Nelson will check in for Guess volley after his first personal. Gets the roll on the free throw. So now Grayson Reested at 10 points. 27-13.
Really good start for Grayson. He comes into the game averaging 12 points, and he's already almost to his average with 6:40 to go here in quarter number 2.
That's going to be the big thing for the Ranchers as Krecklau tees another one up for the Honkers.
Trevor come ready to play tonight. He had kind of a quiet night the other night over in Ray, but he's ready to go tonight.
Yeah, he averages 3 points. He's already got 8 here tonight and 2 threes. Nordloff wants to answer. Just short. Fight for it. And that'll be Honkers' ball. So they get a 3 and then they get a stop.
Let's take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Thought maybe it was off of Cody Reested's hands kind of going up high, but officiating crew right there, eagle eyes. We got 6 good ones down on the court with those refs.
Nelson pressured. Back to Hanlon. Now Nelson on the right wing. Swings it over to Krecklau. Guarded by Nordloff. Back to Nelson. Another jumper's up. Short. Rebound to Cody Reested. Averages 5 rebounds on the year.
I'd like to see Jagger get going a little bit here.
Well, here it is. There you go. Teed him right up.
Teed him right up, yeah. When he gets going coast to coast, there's not a whole lot of people in this region that can go stride for stride with him.
Yep, those are his first 2 points of the game. Jacob Zorn, the nice move, and it gets him a trip to the charity stripe.
I like the move here. You talk about nice footwork. We talk about Jace Becker's footwork all the time, but this footwork was just a pump fake, gets Evenson in the air, and what I like more about it is he went right at him when he's in the air to get the foul.
Puts the first in. Honkers 3 for 3 from the line. And the Ranchers are 6 for 6. Neither team missed a free throw yet.
I just about did the Tony. Well, Jim.
I'm testing out the announcer jinx tonight.
He buckles down.
It is a myth.
Yep.
Hasn't worked. Redding loses it.
Now, we've all seen this play about 100,000 times. We're going to probably try to get a shot. Too late to even get it set up. But you see that three-point shot and try to get a mismatch down on the bottom with Evenson.
Looks like that injury to Grubb was just a stinger. Looks to be moving a lot better now. Swings it over to Grayson Reested, and that is a missed pass. Looking for Westerness on the cut.
Yeah, it was on. Speaking of Oakley, it was on that drive when he was going downhill. I think he maybe got hit kind of right in the hip flexor area, like right down, not quite into the groin area, but he's really slow, kind of gingerly running back the other direction. Good to see him back out there.
Hanlon on the right wing. He's going to drive baseline, bounce pass to Kreklau, kick it to Mao, and that's short. And here we go for the Ranchers, and Grubb kind of tripped up and couldn't haul the pass in.
I think Jordan sits up kind of looking for a foul. There was a lot of contact. I mean, that's a football call there. That's probably a no call because it was uncatchable.
Honkers down 11. Looking to cut it to single digits again. Hanlon controls the ball. Up top, drives it out to Kreklau. Thought about taking another one. Almost gets it stripped away, and now that's going to be an offensive foul on Kreklau as he extends that elbow.
Take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay. A lot of motion over there. Oakley Grubb's active hands just trying to clear around, and that's going to be, you're going to get that 10 out of 10 times.
Hard to get away with that one.
Especially with Aaron Griffin running the camera. Call him out right away.
Ranchers look to get some points out of the turnover. Grubb in the post, takes a dribble, goes up, and no good. Kreklau the rebound, looks to push it for the Honkers. 4:20 remaining in the first half. Finds Mal in the corner, who drives to Zorn. Jumper, gets the roll off the back rim.
I like the aggressiveness from Jake Mao. Is that who it was, Jacob Mao?
Yep.
Yeah, just a sophomore coming in. You know, really, you dribble, drive, dribble, kick. He did just that and was able to get some points here.
Reisted picks up his dribble. Now the double team comes, floats it around with the left hand. What a shot from Grayson Reisted.
That was.
I have no idea how he got that one to go.
Hey,
little Houdini action.
Little shot maker is what he was right there. Kind of flipped it up off the glass again. You put it off the glass, anything can happen.
Now Zorn puts it in for the Honkers. 7 points for Jacob Zorn in the second quarter, 9 on the game. Honkers staying around. Westerness, that one's taken away by Zorn. Got on the floor for it, gets it to Kreklau, and here's a double team. And he throws it off Evenson. The Honkers ball.
That is such a tough play. There is, I mean, you got a size 13 shoe. You might be going from that back wall to the out of bounds line down on the baseline here in Powers Lake. But yeah, it's a tough place to play, especially down on that bottom. It was a good heads-up play from Kreklau just to bounce it off and get everybody out of the zone.
Kreklau picks it up over to Anderson. Still hasn't got a good look at a shot here tonight, and it's not going to get any easier with Reisted guarding him. Kreklau loses it. Evenson's the one to haul it in. Gets it to Reisted to bring it up.
Seen Oakley come in, really active hands from Oakley Grubb, tipping and disrupting a lot of the offensive flow for the Honkers.
Evenson with a nice attack.
Yeah, so long, so fundamental, outstretched, puts it up, extends it from his body, and is able to get it easy too.
Swing it over to Anderson. Just below the barn logo. Now looks to attack corner, kick out to Kreklau. He wants another one.
Looks good. Oh.
And it's short. Reisted the rebound. It's a nice offensive possession for the Honkers, just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, they're playing good. The thing with this game right now, in my opinion, when I see this looks like a lot of teams that play Powers Lake. You're up by 10, 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 2 is about the time when Powers Lake starts to make that first initial anaconda-type squeeze on the team and see if this is going to be a big possession for the Honkers in this last 2 minutes.
Start with Kreklau. Doesn't want the screen. He just drives it, loses it, gains control, kick out to Gesvali. Now he wants to put it up, and it's going to be a travel. He did hit the shot. Just shuffled those feet a little bit on the drive. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Ranchers up 33-23 on the NCC scoreboard. Grubb swings it to Coy Carlson, who's checked in, the coach's son. Top of the key three. A little off, and rebound to Krecklau, taken away by Grubb. Spin move, takes on the double team, draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Just the Oakley Grubb effect, just kind of being a pest everywhere he's at. And is able to get the shot up and go back to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line.
Grubb averaging 6 points off the bench so far this year. With that free throw, he now has 3 points on the game.
Good strategy here from Coach Carlson is, you know, you don't get maybe his explosiveness off the bat. You get a little bit more composure, per se, with Nordloff coming in. But then as soon as you check him in, you immediately get in-your-face defense for the better part of the rest of the game as his substitution. Very good substitutions for the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers.
Anderson swings over to Nelson. Honkers down by 12, trying to make one last run here before halftime. Nelson, left wing three, just in and out. Evenson the rebound. Gets it to Carlson. Bounce pass down to Grayson Reese. That one is going to be a foul called on Zorn, I believe.
Yeah, we take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay. Coy Carlson initiating that drive, just getting that little bit of a shot fake, getting the defender to commit, dumping it down to Reested.
Still no misses from the line from either team. One more for Reested here. 1:12 remaining in the first half. And he gets it to go.
I purposely didn't say anything just to see.
7 points for Reested in the second quarter, 14 on the game. He's been an efficient player here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. He's come in red hot. First shot of the game, that opening three-pointer.
Zorn lost the dribble over to Mao, top of the key. Anderson at the white line. He wants it. It's blocked by Reested. He saw that one coming. Left-handed pass to Evenson, who throws it down. Nate Evenson on the rack attack.
In traffic as well. Just with
the left hand.
With the left hand. Just shows the big smile from Nate Evenson right now.
He's been waiting for that one. As short from Gesvali. Offensive rebound to Zorn. Back to Gesvali. Can't get it to go, but what a nice cut from Gesvali.
It's close to an over and back for the Ranchers.
Carlson looks to attack. Out to Grayson Reested. 20 seconds left in the first half. Ranchers hold it with a 16-point lead. Try to hold for the last shot. Nordloff saves his own errant pass. Picks it up. Kick out to Carlson. Little hezzy. Back to Nordloff. 4 seconds. Nordloff 1-on-4. And he doesn't get it. And that's how this first half is going to come to an end, as that second attempt will be after the buzzer. But as we look at the NCC scoreboard, it's the Ranchers 39 and the Honkers 23. Stay tuned. We're coming back with the Bank of Tioga halftime show.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
For the healthcare services you need and expertise you can trust, it's right here at home with Tioga Medical Center. You're important to us, and so is your well-being. From primary and specialty care to surgical services, we're committed to caring for you at every stage of life. There's no place like home with trusted, familiar faces.
You can trust me. You can trust us. You can trust Tioga Medical Center.
Trusted healthcare here at home.
Nesset is here to provide services to the oil and gas industry. We have a fabulous, fabulous geologic jackpot right here in North Dakota. And what we are doing is providing and developing this resource to be used for years, decades, and generations to come. I look forward to a great future right here in Tioga, North Dakota.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Play your cards right and shop the savings and selection at Prairie Home Furnishings in Stanley. Browse a wide selection of furnishings for every room in your home. The latest styles and trends and comfortable quality furniture. And it's all at reasonable prices. Plus, they have a great selection of flooring and bedding as well. High quality and reasonable prices make Prairie Home Furnishings the place to make your house a home.
Make sure to shop at Prairie Home Furnishings.
Do you find yourself driving to the bank each week, writing too many checks each month, paying too many fees? As a business owner, you have a lot to worry about. Don't let banking be one of them. Contact the Bank of Tioga to explore how we can simplify your banking experience and empower your business to reach its full potential. Our team is committed to providing you with seamless banking experience tailored to your business needs. From digital banking solution to personalized support, we are here to help you thrive. The Bank of Tioga banks businesses, and we are here for you. Imagine if you had more time for what really matters. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Fisher Family Chiropractic in Williston and Ray, where healthy families grow. From pregnancy to infants to grandparents, our gentle, natural care keeps your whole family aligned, active, and feeling their best. Always welcoming new patients in our Williston and Ray offices. Build lifelong wellness together. Come see why we have been voted Best of the Bakken for 8 years in a row in Williston and Ray.
Welcome into the Bank of Tioga halftime show as the Ranchers have a 16-point lead, 39-23 here at the break as the Honkers have made their way back out. We'll take a look at them first. 23 first half points, 2 from Eli Anderson, and that's a big story. He's been one of their offense initiators, hitting a bunch of outside shots, but the pressure provided by Bredding and Grayson Reset has made it quite hard for him.
Yeah, you talked about it in the pregame show, like cats out of the bag when you have an explosive 35-point night and then a little bit less explosive night with 15, but everything comes from the three-point line. Yep. You're going to get the attention from the coaches. Newsflash, all these coaches watch a lot of these games, and they prepare for this exact thing. He's getting some words from the assistant head coach, Mr. Fraunfelter, over on the sidelines about you're going to have to be very creative, basically from this point to the end of the season, figuring out how to get your shot off.
Yep. And then Trevor Krecklau averaging 3 points per game. He had 8 in that first half. That's a good sign for this Honkers team as they get closer and closer to tournament time.
Yeah, really balanced scoring between him and Jacob Zorn, both of them 8 and 9 apiece between the two kids. So it's good. They're kind of carrying the load. They're down 16 points. I'd like to see some more action right at about that 2-minute mark where it's stretched from 10 to 16 in a couple possessions.
And then Peyton Nelson with 2 and Zach Zorn with 2, rounding them out with 23 points. It's going to be an uphill battle for them in the second half, but they have the personnel to do it. As we look over at the Ranchers, 39 points, and that's kind of been their mark, is 70 total points in the game, 39 on pace for 78. The Ranchers offense coming to play again, led by Nate Evenson and Grayson Reested, both with 14 points. So 28 out of the 39 coming from those 2 senior leaders.
Yeah, just a phenomenal start. I mean, Nate Evenson, he's one of the best players in the entire region. He's going to get his points. And what's also going to do is going to open up people like Grayson Reested who are going to be able to contribute off of just Nate Evenson, his presence around the basket all the time. I'd like to see Jagger Bredding come out with an opening possession, try to get a big 3-point shot, get him going in the game, because if you can get him and a couple other of these contributors going, Cody Reested kind of quiet on the offensive side, but able to contribute some good assists, deflections all over, Oakley Grubb. If you can get those kids rolling, it's going to be a dangerous, dangerous team as we get towards tournament time. I know it's weird to say, but it's hard to believe we are past the halfway point of the 2025-2026 season already.
Time continues to fly. Well, when we were looking at our opening, the district championship between the Jays and Ranchers last year, can't believe that that's almost a year ago.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, and time flies when you're having fun, my friend.
And for the Honkers, it's got to be a little frustrating that you're down by 16, and he did such a good job on Jagger Bredding as he only had 2 points in that first half. So if he heats up in the second half, it's going to make it that much harder for the Honkers.
You add another lightning bolt from this team. Who's, you know, it's such a well-rounded team. Jagger's maybe having an air quote off night tonight, really quiet night, hasn't done anything other than that big layup. But in return, you're limiting Eli Anderson to just 2 points. So, I mean, he's trading offense for defense for tonight while all of his buddies are able to make something else happen. And let's not forget, I don't know if you can see him in our camera over there, Mr. Minkolenko sitting over there on the injured list. And I think once he gets back into this Honkers lineup, the dynamic of the Honkers roster and their outlook on a lot of the games is going to really change. You got 13, 14 points just sitting on the bench there in street clothes that they could really, really need.
Be interesting to see them once he gets healthy, and around tournament time should be fun. As Cade Nordloff with 3 points for the Ranchers in that first half, Cody Reested with 2, and then Oakley Grubb with 4. But that rounds out our Bank of Tioga halftime show. As it's time for our Skin by Legacy Faces in the Crowd. Visit legacyhealthclinic.org/Tioga to schedule an appointment or consult with Sarah in Tioga or Stanley, as they are now serving Stanley on Wednesdays. As we look over at the Holter clan, Lucas Holter, Paul Holter and his wife, and then the ex-rancher Luke Fraunfelter, the assistant coach for this Honkers team, making the trade to the Honkers. It's a interesting spot for him to be in because he practiced with a lot of these Ranchers guys, and I was looking at him while the Ranchers were doing starting lineups, and he had a big smile for each one of the players.
I was wondering if you noticed that, because I noticed that as well. Each time you could see him kind of squeeze maybe a little bit harder to Nate Evenson and kind of pull him in and push him back out and give him a little nudge as they came across. Just some friendly banter. You know, his closet, I don't know if he just has stickers that go over a lot of the maroon and gold clothes that he already has, but most of his wardrobe is probably already that color. But big shout out to Monty Lund for giving us these dirty Jolly Ranchers out of his pocket here. We sure appreciate that, Monty.
As we're just about ready to start this second half, as the Ranchers have made it back out with their same starting lineup, as the Honkers still in Coach Ankenbauer's huddle, trying to make a run here early in the third quarter to get back into this one and put in some fight.
I'd like to see, again, this first offensive possession, kind of run off some ball screens for Eli Anderson, get him going, give him a big confidence booster going into this second half.
Run an action that either gets him an open look or use him as a decoy to get an even better look. Krecklau will bring it up, uses the screen from Zorn, or he doesn't on the crossover. Kick out, guess volley, corner three, just a little hard. Rebound goes to Nordloff, who outlets it up to Reested. Down to Cody Reested, almost for 2, but he missed. Got his own rebound, tries again. Nate Evenson came flying in, but missed the putback dunk.
I had the button ready.
You wanted that so bad.
I was ready to do that one.
Krecklau, a little hesitation, crossover. Over to Zorn in the post. And that one's stolen away by Cody Riested. Bounce pass to Nordloff. He's going to slow it down for the Ranchers. Finds the open Riested. 4-2, Grayson Riested.
Yeah, good cut. I mean, just right, again, I say it a lot, right in the right place at the right time. They just know where to be. The offense of the Ranchers, they play so much basketball, and they just know each other, know what to do, know where to be at all times.
This volley, get it down to Nelson, but it's blocked by Riested, and here comes Cody Riested with the ball. Picks it up, dumps it to Evenson. He wants the matchup. He attacks it, left-hand scoop shot, no good.
I like the shot. I think he was maybe looking to try drop step, but the door was closed per se and just kept going with that left hand.
Now to Nelson. The back cut by Zorn. Nice play from the Honkers for 2.
There needs some more out of Jacob Zorn. I know he's already got 11 points this early second half, call it, but they're going to need rely on one of their biggest players, this junior leader for these Honkers.
Redding with the Euro step through the lane. Left-hand floater drops in.
I like to take, again, just Jagger Bredding just diving head first, straight down the lane. No contact, able to get the up and under.
Zorn wants the 3. No good. This volley got the offensive rebound, kicks out to Anderson. Had a split second to get one off. He elects not to shoot it, then it's tipped out by Bredding.
I think it's one of those shots that Eli probably would, the shot attempt, you make your first move and you create just enough separation to fire it off right there.
With the way he's been defended, probably created some hesitation on that one.
Thought about it maybe too much. He can shoot it.
That one's short. Looked picture perfect from here, just a little short.
Perfect release, perfect ball rotation, just maybe a foot short maybe.
Now Grayson Riested looks to attack again. Kick out to Nordloff. Too hard. Ball goes out, and it'll be Honker ball. As Isaac Nordloff just got drilled by the broom. The ball hits the broom, and the broom knocks Isaac in the head. That's a good one.
I think that little girl in the black shirt didn't realize what kind of weight was coming at her with that, trying to save that ball. Good heads-up play from the surrounding community of Powers Lake, keeping her out of harm's way.
I was watching it drop, and I was like, that looks like it's going to hit Isaac. Yep, it did.
He saved her life.
That's the type of player Isaac Nordloff is. He'll put his body on the line. Jacob Zorn skies for the offensive board.
That sounds like a quarterback talking about his old offensive line.
Yep. Hanlon, and he travels before the attack.
Good look. I like it. Just a little happy feet to start.
I'd like to go back on this broadcast and put that in slow motion of the broom just slowly falling down.
Not much room in here. They utilize every single square inch of space, and all those people on the sideline flashed again.
Jacob Mao got it poked away by Riested. Nice hustle defense from Cody Riested to stop the transition of the Honkers. Krecklau will inbound. Finds Hanlon in the corner. Pressure by Evenson. Picks it up. And he lost it. Nordloff with the steal. Regathers it. Swings it to Evenson, and here come the Ranchers. Spin move. Evenson into the lane, and he's blocked by Zorn. Stay with the Ranchers.
Take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. It was probably not going anywhere. A little bit out of control, finishing at the rim, and the Honkers rim protector, and Jacob Zorn says, not today here.
Nordloff skies it to Evenson. Over to Grayson Riested, top of the key, down to Cody Riested in the paint. Evenson wants to drive it, can't get it. Bredding's there for the putback, and Riested also can't get the putback, and hustles for the steal. Chaos on the floor, and finally the whistle blows for a Rancher timeout as Evenson has come up hobbling off of that drive. Hopefully he's all right and can get back in there. But that's going to be a Nessa timeout. Ranchers lead by 18 on the NCC scoreboard.
Skin by Legacy Tioga opened doors February 2024. Skin by Legacy is a branch of the Minot location Legacy Health Clinic. Our goal is to bring big city conveniences to the rural and surrounding communities. We offer a number of aesthetic services and more. Skin by Legacy Tioga is open Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can find our link to book by Googling Skin by Legacy, by Facebook or Instagram, where you could book at either location. A healthier you starts here. Now accepting new patients.
As we bring it out of the Nest timeout, Evenson subbed out, holding that right knee, as the Ranchers may have to fight this one off without him. Bredding tees it up, no good. Rebound to Nelson.
Yeah, something definitely, I think everybody around the area is kind of holding their breath. He just kind of landed funny as Anderson finally gets enough room just to put that quick shot off for three.
That's what you need to do. You get your best look of the game and you put it in.
Yeah, definitely something to keep an eye over. Big number 2 sitting next to head coach Jordan Carlson right now. Not the spot that he wants to be in.
Double team comes on Reestead. He's able to regather, get it down to the open Nordloff.
Just kind of wondering how much time Cade Nordloff was going to have down there. He sat there for a solid 2 seconds.
Just waiting on.
Yeah, didn't really acknowledge the fact that he was wide open. Just said just enough or made eyes with Cody for a nice pass.
Taken away by Grubb. 3-on-2 for the Ranchers. Bounce pass to Reestead. Tried to get it to Bredding, but Bredding couldn't hang on. Krecklau with the steal.
I wonder if there's ever been a thing of too unselfish. That's one that Reestead probably needs to finish at the rim with the way he's playing tonight.
And now Evenson back in at the scorer's table. It's good to see Zorn fade away, no good. Grubb the rebound.
I like the attempt down low. I would have really liked to see him get that high shot, get the floater come by, and then up and under for the move.
Evenson and Westerness will check in for Bredding and Cody Reestead. 3:07 remaining in the Northwest Therapy Services third quarter. Ranchers up 17 on our NCC scoreboard. Grayson Reestead, little hook shot off the post move was short. Here come the Honkers. Anderson, same spot, tees it up. No good that time, Evenson the rebound.
Another good shot. I like the quick firing attempt from him. Any shot that he puts up has such a high percentage of going in.
Pick and roll from Grubb to Nordloff. It's blocked by Jacob Zorn, and the Honkers get the rebound.
Good defense from Zorn. He didn't even move, didn't leave his feet or nothing. Just
put his hands up.
Just straight up and down, was able to deflect the shot.
Nelson over to Gesvali in the left side of the court. Little spread action. Anderson from way downtown, just short, in and out. Nordloff the rebound. He's shooting it with confidence again.
He has to at this point in time. He's got to start getting them, as this is just about a 20-point lead for these Ranchers.
But the Honkers force a turnover. This is a big 220 for the Honkers to try to stay in this one. Try to get it down to that 10 to 12 mark. Give yourself a chance in the fourth quarter. Means you got to get buckets on this end. Krecklau guarded by Nordloff. Now Phil Ankenbauer is checked in. He had a great JV game. I don't think he missed a shot.
Yeah, good. I mean, that's good plus-minus basketball for the freshman, isn't he?
Yeah. Just the youngster, the younger brother of head coach Tommy Ankenbauer. But that one is an errant throw. Reestead gets a steal, saves it to Grubb.
Well, the Ankenbauers know how to play basketball. Their dad was pretty good. I remember Tommy, he was just a pirate killer. He could, I mean, his shot was so high, so deep. It was hard to play defense against him.
You can't defend that shot. Evenson in the paint. That one's short, might have been blocked. Zorn got the rebound over to Ankenbauer. And I was talking to Tommy, and he said Phil will beat him in one-on-one every single time now.
Wow.
I bet that's quite the matchup to watch there, but Tommy did say, yeah, he kind of smokes me, so.
Maybe the
see if Tommy regrets telling me that information.
I see his playing time maybe diminish or rise depending on how he beats the brother head coach.
Nelson on the right wing. I guess volleys pressured by Grubb. Active hands by Grubb, swings it over to Mao. Zorn down to guess volley in the post, spin move. Got blocked, went off the backboard. Grubb with the rebound and then draws the foul.
Again, guess who? Just active hands. Oakley Grubb down there. Just, again, I said it all game long, just being a pest when he's in there, just pestering the defense, keeping his quick, active hands.
He plays defense like you think a running back would play defense.
Right, yeah. if you could draw a picture of a defender who is a really good running back, it would be Oakley Grubb.
Yep.
Just fast, quick, very quick twitched.
Another Rancher turnover. They get it right back. Evenson gets it to go. His first points of the second half, now 16 on the game. 19-point lead for the Ranchers.
It's hard to think that was his toughest shot tonight, and the other one was from three-quarters court.
Ordloff airs it over to Reested, tipped out by the Honkers. And now Cody Reested, Jager Bredding will check in for the Ranchers, and Hank Hanlon back in for the Honkers. Grubb will inbound.
Wake up those Rancher girls on the stage. They got to be ready to go tomorrow.
Yeah,
they got
do.
A big one.
It's going to be another fun one between the Honkers and the Ranchers. Cody Reested almost got a crazy shot to fall, but Zorn gets the rebound and gets it to his brother Zach.
You know, we saw the Honkers just the other night up in Kenmare take down the number 3 team in the state in Division A, then seeing the Braves fall out of that top 5 in Division A to the hands of the Honker girls, and those Honker girls are the real deal. They are ready to go.
That was a nice step back from Zach Zorn for 2. When the Honkers needed 1, Zach Zorn delivers, and now there's 10.5 seconds left in the third. Ranchers up 17, trying to add to that before the quarter expires.
You know, going back to the Honker girls, you talk about being battle-tested. I think they're more than battle-tested with this next probably week and a half stretch of basketball for head coach Mike Zimmer and the Honkers.
Now 4 seconds, and Zorn gets it in the post. Nice move, puts it up, and gets it to go at the buzzer. Nice possession there with 10 seconds left for the Honkers to get 2 out of it. As that brings a fun third quarter to an end. Ranchers up 47-32 on the NCC scoreboard. When we come back, it's time for fourth quarter action.
Bob Harvesting has been in business for more than 20 years. We are a family-run operation that operates 2 gleaner combines with all the supporting equipment needed to take your crop off efficiently. This year, we will be offering in-field bagging to help with the efficiency and storage if needed. In addition, we are offering trucking in the wintertime to help get your crop to market. We would love to have your business. Look us up on Facebook or call us at 405-612-7990.
Coming out of the third quarter break, Ranchers lose that quarter 9-8. As the Honkers played great defense, and I said it was a fun fourth quarter. Unless you're an offensive guy, then it might not have been such a fun quarter for you.
Yeah, coming from you, Mr. Instant Offense. Are you all of a sudden in your older years now a defensive mind person?
Yeah, no.
Doubt it.
That would be a lie. As Braden attacks, nice little finger roll to get the Ranchers going here in the fourth.
Again, a big possession starting the third quarter for Jager Bredding. Now a big possession starting the fourth quarter for Jager.
Now Reested with the steal. Gets it over to Bredding, kind of a gamble, but he was across half court, and now Bredding, another nice finish.
Yeah, and if this is what the Ranchers can do in 3 quarters with a very quiet Jager Bredding, I really am excited to see what they can do when they're clicking on all cylinders.
Ranchers another defensive stop, playing with a 19-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Reested gets it off the gamble, down to Evenson, floats it in. Give him 18 on the game. Now it's a 21-point lead for the Ranchers. 3-pointers up and almost banked it in was Anderson. Fight for the rebound, but it'll be out on the Honkers on Zach Zorn.
On that tight quarters on that bottom baseline, not a whole lot of movement.
Some full court pressure here now from the Honkers. That's what they need to get some steals and easy 2 and not a lot of time off the board. Reested to Reested, bank it in, Cody Reested. 55-32 on the NCC scoreboard. Zach Zorn pull up 3. Too hard, Evenson the rebound. Chucks it down court to Grayson Reested. Stops and puts it up off the backboard for 2. Nice run here out of the quarter break for the Ranchers.
Good finish, but a better pass from the pitcher, Nate Evenson, just on a dime.
That was a 10-0 run in a minute and a half for the Ranchers.
Yeah, that's that we talked about. Here's probably the second half of that squeeze from these Ranchers as they really start to clamp down on the defensive side. Just another turnover.
Evenson on the left side of the court. Tried to bounce it down, somehow gets it to Bredding for 2. Evenson, I don't think he was going for Bredding, but he still gets an assist. 6 points in the fourth already for Jager Bredding. Anderson over to guess volley, left corner 3. Too hard. Evenson comes down with it. Another pitch to Reested, 4-2.
Hey, look at you getting that baseball lingo down. You're going to be a baseball commentator before long.
And that triggers a nested timeout by the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers as they're down 61-32 on our NCC scoreboard. 5.5 remaining in this one.
Growing family? The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
Welcome back into the barn. 5.5 to go. Ranchers out of the break. As we want to give a thanks to the Divide County Quarterback Club, established in 1971. Thank you for coming on board. The NSP PTO, proud supporter of the NSP Wildcat Girls Basketball and LNC Longhorn Boys Basketball. And the Tioga Pirates Booster Club, thank you for joining Game Day Media to bring these matchups to your home. Eli Anderson will bring it up for the Honkers. Hand off to Zach Zorn. Honkers just looking for some positives on the offensive end. Kick out Anderson, he can do it, but not that time. Evenson comes down with it, swings it to Grubb to get the Ranchers going. Hesitation. Grubb picks up his dribble now. He's stuck there by Peyton Nelson, now the double team. And a foul going to be called on Peyton Nelson. A little too aggressive. His second personal. Grubb will inbound. Looking at Reested, gets it down to him in the lane. Floats it to Nate Evenson, 4-2. The ball movement of the Ranchers has been great here in this fourth quarter.
In this second half,
Yeah.
they've really exploded on the defensive side. Just tough shot attempts for Kenmare on the offensive side and instant offense transitioning so well. Big throws from the big man, cross court, able to finish at the rim for Reested. Just well-rounded game from all contributors for the Ranchers.
Nelson short on that 3. That'll go out of bounds. Make it a 31-point lead for the Ranchers as it's a running clock now. 4.5 to go. See some younger prospects get some playing time here towards the end. Grubb off the Evenson screen over to Nordloff. Left-handed scoop pass to Evenson. Another easy 2 for the Ranchers off of a beautiful pass from Nordloff. Anderson handoff to Zorn. Pressured by Evenson all the way out at the white line. Now Anderson wants to take it, drives baseline, kick out. 3 is up, no good as that's Brooks Ones who's checked in. Zorn tried it for the Honkers, draws the foul. Zorn with 13 points on the night, just about at his average of 14. Can get there with this free throw, and he does. Yeah, still no misses from the free throw line tonight.
From anybody.
Yeah, they've been putting on a clinic.
One.
Coach Inkenbauer, that's this up. Oh, now you jinxed it. That's this upcoming free throw. We'll see. That's going to go on you if it happens.
No, it's not happening. Jacob's going to knock it down.
Boom.
See? Nothing but confidence here.
Now we got to keep that alive for the final 4 minutes. Both Coach Inkenbauer and Carlson got those pressure free throws working.
They're figuring it out.
Westernist, who's checked back into the game. Over to Nordloff, back to Grubb, top of the key. Jab step, tried to float it down to Cody Reested, who does end up getting it. And then somehow to Westernist, now Grubb on the attack, puts it up, no good off the front rim. Cody Reested tries again, and that time he got it.
If you try and don't succeed, you try and try again.
67-34 now on the NCC scoreboard. Krecklau drove it, picked it up, out to guess volley. Now his turn to put it on the deck. Kick out, Anderson 3. It's good.
He's open. When he's open, he can knock it down.
2 threes now in the second half, 1 in the third, and now that one here in the fourth. Grubb uses the screen, pick and roll. Riesta just didn't roll quite quick enough. Anderson the steal, and here he comes, and he just smoked it. Slipped out of his hands, Riesta the rebound, and then it's turned over. Krecklau got the steal that time, and Cody Riesta gets it right back and throws it to guess volley. Honkers for 2. Back and forth we go.
At the end of the day, they got 2 points. It just took them about 35 seconds longer than what Eli Anderson maybe intended.
Yeah, and a couple steals and a couple turnovers. Grubb drives, kicks to Nordloff. Now Carlson, the freshman. Grubb, fake. Out to Cody Riesta. Westerness got an open look, puts it up. Short, rebound to Anderson. Cody Riesta with active hands here in the fourth quarter, just relentless for the Ranchers.
Relentless active hands. I love the hands from the young man. He's got one of the highest viewed videos on our YouTube channel. I think it's creeping up towards 17,000 views of his one-handed shoulder pad catch in the football season. A phenomenal tight end for head coach Seth Wistoff. That's a fun part about doing this is we get these highlights, we punt them out, and just kind of look back and be like, how did he even catch that thing? I'd like to blame the quarterback, but
he was just setting him up for a highlight.
Yeah, he's too fast, just moving through that end zone too quick.
Ankenbauer on the right wing, swings it over to Brooks. Now Zach Zorn wants the deep 3, gets the deep 3, Zach Zorn.
Nice looking shot. Again, the confidence from these kids, they're not going to stop shooting it. I like the aggressiveness, putting the shot on the rim, see what they can get.
Carlson in the left corner gets it to Puckett, who's checked in, the freshman for this Carlson-led squad. And that one is almost taken away, but it's saved to DeBach in the backcourt. Now DeBach looking to go all the way, and it's blocked out. Stay with the Ranchers.
I don't know how that wasn't over and back.
It was Hanlon who saved it for the Honkers, so he touched it and threw it past the half court.
I've been on a lot of games this week.
Nice set there from the Ranchers, an easy 2 for Carson Dosh.
Got a lot of games on the schedule already this week. We added a couple more, and we see Wisty coming in on board. He's going to give his try at a call on a basketball game on Saturday in Tioga. Fredrickson and Wistoff, the dynamic Powers Lake duo, going to call some boys basketball, girls basketball for the Ranchers, or for the Pirates and the Mavericks.
Should be a fun one on Saturday afternoon. Westerness attacks. Lost it, Ankenbauer the steal. 20 seconds to go, and Ankenbauer's not letting up. Gets to Brooks. No good. Handling the offensive board, lost it. Regathers. Kick out, Zorn, step back. Nice defense from Puckett. Mao pull up Jay. No good. Rebound to Westerness. And that'll wrap this one up from the barn here in Powers Lake, as it's the Ranchers getting a big district win. Our final score on the NCC scoreboard, Ranchers 69, Honkers 45. We'll take a short break here. When we come back, it's the DNL Paraffin Postgame Show.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brian and Eric Johnson with Investors Advisor Group at LPL Financial are here to ensure the success of our clients. We can help you meet your financial goals. Give us a call at 572-3246 to arrange an appointment today.
Jorgensen Lumber and Minn Kota Windows are proud supporters of Game Day Media and our area athletics. For all of your building needs, both agricultural and residential, contact Jorgensen Lumber in Powers Lake at 701-464-5504.
Continental Resources is proudly independent and fiercely pro-American energy. American-produced oil and natural gas will play a critical role in America's and the world's energy future. So will we. We're deeply invested in our communities in North and South Dakota, Montana, Oklahoma, Wyoming, and Texas. Visit CLR.com for job opportunities. We are Continental Resources, America's energy champion.
Bourgault is a premier implement manufacturer, and Green Ag, a division of Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, is a premier Bourgault dealer, receiving top dealer by territory and top service by territory the last several years. Sean Rapp, recognized as top salesman by territory the last 3 years. It's the result of a dedicated staff working hard to ensure customers receive the finest in Bourgault drill sales, parts, and service. Green Ag, a division of Farmers Union Oil Company in Kenmare, located in Mohall.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch source beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural and equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit borderplains.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, your local Case IH dealer. Game 1 powers your team, business, and community with athletic apparel, uniforms, company gear, and event apparel. Featuring screen printing, embroidery, and the brands you trust. Game 1, the brand behind your brand.
UAPC Architects Engineers is shaping the future of K-12 schools, healthcare, civic spaces, and higher education across North Dakota. Proud to support our athletes and proud to serve our communities. EAPC, designing solutions, impacting communities.
Hey, welcome back into the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk. Right now, we've got our Brad Johnson Insurance players of the game. Big man number 2, Nate Evenson. One guy on the left, number 30, Grayson Reestead. 2 stellar performances from 2 stellar kids. Take it away, Noah.
Thank you, David. I'll start with you, Grayson. 20 points on the night, a lot of that in the first half, 14 of the 20. Just take us through the first half, why you were a little more aggressive scoring-wise.
Yeah, well, you got to come out strong during the game, and then the rest of the game will flow after that.
And let's talk about first possession. You hit a three-pointer. What does that do for your confidence as an individual and also the team?
Oh, it just boosts my confidence, and it brings the energy up all around, so everyone's shots will start falling after that.
Let's talk about the difference between the third quarter and the fourth quarter. You had 8 points in the third quarter, and then you blew up for 20 in the fourth quarter. What kind of got you going there?
I don't know. I felt like we were kind of sloppy, but kind of try to hold it together, you know. Well, have a good fourth quarter.
Great game for you, Grayson. As I turn over to our other Brad Johnson Insurance player of the game, Nate Evenson. Nate, I want you to take me through that dunk that you had in the first half. It took me by surprise. Did it take you by surprise?
Oh, yeah. We've been looking for that. You know, it's my first year being able to actually get up, and so when I see it, I just go for it, and hopefully we can get it, and tonight I got it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was off the right foot with the left hand, right?
Oh, yeah. My right leg's my strongest, and I have a longer left arm, so it's a higher reach. So.
All right, that makes a little more sense. I thought you were really just a freak of nature, but you do practice that one. Oh, yeah. But just take me through your offensive production, both you and the team here, especially the paint presence. You guys put a lot of easy buckets in the hoop. Just take me through the offensive performance.
I mean, we always look for that. We always look for that mismatch because, you know, that's the easiest shot is right there at the bucket. So whoever's got it, it's got it.
Did you think that heave at the end of the first half was going to drop again?
Not really, because I shot it weirder, but...
Almost did. Congrats to you guys on a great game. Back to you, David.
Thank you. I'm going to try reenact the John Brinkus, left, bless his memory, sports science, the longer left arm off the right foot, the trajectory. We're just going to keep it right here. We're going to bring in head coach Jordan Carlson. We got him standing by. Take it away, Noah.
Yeah, now our Lindsay Grocery coach's comments. Coach, you won by 24, but let's take it back to the third quarter. You only scored 8 points, but then you blew up for 20 in the fourth quarter. What was kind of the difference that got them going again?
Yeah, third quarter just, started out slow. Defensively, we didn't have a bad effort. Just, we got some good opportunities. Shots didn't fall. When you have a lead like that, it's nice that you can have a quarter like that. So, against if a close game like that, obviously we got down, but we had a little cushion. And then, like I said, fourth quarter, start out that 10-12-0 run was a real nice start for the fourth quarter.
And just talk about your team's defense, especially Bredding and Grayson Reested pressuring Eli Anderson, not allowing any good looks. Just what was the focus coming to this one defensively?
Yeah, like I said, in that when we talked in the first game, just the defensive intensity. The seniors are starting to lead by example, and like last 4 games, they've done a real good job of it. And everyone, them two and Cade a little under the weather today, but I thought just as a whole, team defense, we did a pretty good job.
And as we look a little bit forward here, you got a big one coming up with Alexander next week. Just kind of take us through the first thoughts of that, as you were 2 of the top teams here in the district along with Ray.
Well, we got to get through Saturday first. We got a big district game with Trinity on Saturday. Alexander's a good team. They're playing well right now, and size-wise, we match up well with them, so it should be a good game.
All right, sounds good. Congrats on the win. Back to you, David.
Thank you, Noah. Coach Carlson, one of the best in the business, always making sure you take care of the next game up. When we come back, we're going to power on with our DNL Paraffin postgame show stats, see where we're going to go, and wrap it up here from the barn in Powers Lake. We'll be back after this timeout. Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Dad.
Can you hang out with Grandpa for a bit? I'm down in the barn.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll be up there in a bit.
RTC Networks capture cameras. Keep an eye on what you care about.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
Welcome to Stanley. Our local businesses have the home field advantage, a community where tradition meets progress. Discover the charm of our past and the promise of our future, a winning combination. Support local, shop local, and be a part of something special. Take the home field advantage at visitstanley.org and follow us on Facebook. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share.
Welcome back into the DNL Paraffin post-game show. As we look at the final score again, 69-45 in favor of the Ranchers. Look at the Honkers here. 8 points from Eli Anderson. 2 threes. He finally got some to go in that second half. That's got to be a little confidence boost. Like, all right, I didn't lose it. I was just getting pressured, and they found a way to deal with it in the second half a little bit.
They were able to do that. I mean, he's a good player. He's going to get his shots, and just tonight wasn't his night. Big contribution because Grayson Reested and Jagger Bredding and Oakley Grubb didn't allow him to get those shots off. So, I mean, again, we talked about it all game long. As one of the premier outside shooters in District 5, he's going to go back to the drawing board. He's going to try to figure out a way, okay, I got to figure out how to get this shot off a little bit quicker. When I have that little bit of split-second opening, I can't hesitate. I got to fire it off because it's going to be a good one. It's going to go in.
And what's going to make the Honkers into a good team here going forward is learning to play off of that pressure. Because, all right, teams have seen, all right, he can knock down 9 threes, 5, 2 in the second half here tonight. Now you're going to be able to get open looks if you make the right passes and find the right guys.
For sure, yeah. The other thing that I would probably say is they didn't see any full court pressure by the Ranchers. Usually Jordan's one of those coaches that likes to put pressure on, kind of establish a dominance right off the get-go. And Kenmare didn't have to deal with that a little bit tonight, but they're going to get it figured out. They're a good team. They also have one of the best players on their team sitting on the bench in street clothes for hopefully not much longer, trying to get Mr. Minkolenko back into the rotation. And from then, he's probably a little bit out of shape. You know, he haven't played meaningful minutes. I believe the injury happened against Glenburn back maybe in early January sometime. So he's been out for a while, hasn't been able to do anything, maybe riding a bike or something like that, stationary, just trying to keep his legs fresh. But when he comes back, he's going to be a definite difference maker for this Honkers team.
100%. Trevor Krecklau with 8 points, Peyton Nelson with 2, Zach Zorn with 10, Devin Gesvali with 2, and then Jacob Zorn with 15. 9 points in the first half and 6 in the second half. As we look over at the victorious Ranchers, 69 total points, 22 coming from Nate Evenson, one of our Brad Johnson Insurance players of the game, 14 in the first half, 2 in the third, and then 6 in the fourth quarter to bring this win home. Oakley Grubb with 4, Carson Dosh with 2, Jager Bredding with 10, 8 in the second half. So he was finally able to get some open looks, nice drive and kicks, and it was a great second half from Bredding.
Yeah, and it just goes to show, we talked about it quite a bit tonight, of how well-rounded the Ranchers are. We didn't really say Jager's name a whole lot because we didn't have to, because he was maybe facilitating a little bit more. Coach Carlson said, hey, I'm going to sacrifice your scoring to not allow Eli Anderson to get any shots off tonight. And he probably took that as a challenge and said, I'm willing, because I know I got 5-6 other guys that can back me up while I try to lock down one of the premier shooters from the outside.
Yep, 100%. And then Grayson Reested with 20, Cade Nordloff with 5, and Cody Reested rounds it off with 6 points to help get the Ranchers this 69-45 win. It was just really a dominant fourth quarter. Like, this game was close for the first 3. The Honkers were sticking around, and then the Ranchers put on some fourth quarter magic.
Yeah, it was about that 2-minute mark in the third quarter to where it was still about a 10-point game, I believe. And we said we got to make some action happen here. And there was a couple of turnovers back-to-back, and it went from 10 to 17 in a matter of about a minute. And it just, from there, again, the Ranchers are too good. They've played too much basketball. They get you into those spots, and they just squeeze the death out of you and finish you off.
And that's what they did here tonight. Another victory, make it 4 in a row for the Ranchers as we look at our upcoming schedule here on Game Day Media. So tomorrow, Divide County taking on the Ray Jays. That'll be a doubleheader, tipping off at 6 p.m. with the girls. And then we get Honkers versus Ranchers Part 2 on the girls' side tomorrow night. That should be a fun one, a big-time district game. I feel like that's one that is going to alter the standings here in the district as we get close to tourney time.
Yeah, for sure. You know, those Ranchers, they had one of the biggest upsets of the season right off the bat, taking down the Berthold Bombers. I believe they were top 5, maybe number 2 in the state of North, 4, I think is maybe where they're at. But anyway, they've really progressed as a team. They're really trying to get their identity as the Ranchers. I mean, they're over halfway of their season. And then Kenmare Bowbells, they are just a machine. They just pick up good players, better players, and they get younger and younger and better somehow. And I like what Coach Zimmer did. We talked to him after the game a little bit. He goes, this game didn't really matter a whole lot when we had Turtle Mountain come up to Kenmare. I wanted to see my freshman guards get rattled a little bit. He didn't call timeouts. He didn't do anything with them. He just kind of let them find out what they did. And at the end, freshmen at the line, icing the game for the Honkers. And you take that, you mix it together with what the Ranchers youth can do and what Kenmare's. I think one of the equalizers might be Taya Offorth. I think she might be a little bit too much for anybody in the district to handle. She's going to demand double teams. You got Mao, you got Miller, you got Anna Peterson is good, ready to go. Eastland Jensen, she's going to have a big game. Isla Bredding. It's going to be a star-studded lineup tomorrow night here in Powers Lake.
Should be another fun one. And then on Saturday, another doubleheader between the MLS Mavericks and the Tioga Pirates. Girls will tip off at 3 p.m., and that should be another great day of basketball here on Game Day Media.
Yeah, talking with head coach Pat Alberts, he said this is going to be probably to date, maybe one of our biggest tests, second biggest tests. They got tested early against Garrison Troopers and got beat at their home court. This is going to be another big, maybe a region preview of what can happen, because I think these two teams match up really well. Mohall-Lansford Sherwood has a lot of good talent, a couple of big girls that can match up with Cambry's height and Thea's height from Tioga, and then Cheryl Hayes, finally get to say it. She had her first triple-double, and I wasn't able to see it, but she is off. She is a fantastic start for her midway through her season already as her senior campaign continues, as Cheryl Hayes.
Yeah, and that one will be Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. 3 p.m. tip. As we thank you for tuning in to Game Day Media. On behalf of our great sponsors, David Peterson, Aaron Griffin, my name's Noah Fredrickson. Thank you for tuning in to Game Day Media, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hougland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset, Tioga Ace Hardware, DA Land LLC, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, the Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, DeBach Harvesting, Skin by Legacy, The Food Barn, Western Education Regional Co-op, North Shore Plaza PTO, Divide County Quarterback Club, Farmers Union Oil Company of Kenmare, Red Rock Chevrolet and GMC of Williston, Investment Center Advisor Group, LPL Financial, Jorgensen Lumber, Fisher Family Chiropractic, Stanley Commercial Club, BAPC Architects Engineers, Game 1, Modern Dental, Tioga EDC and Chamber of Commerce, Jan A. Costa, PC, Northwest Sportsmen's Association, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.